welcome back to my channel. My name's Dayna and I'm coming to you from the woods of northern Illinois in the sunroom in our 1834 farmhouse, and I'm really excited that you came to hang out and chat knitting with me, and also Benny is with us today, so hopefully he doesn't see too many squirrels and get a little bit riled up, but I'm excited that you're here. If you're new, this is my channel where I share all the things cozy living and knitting projects, and this is the Farmhouse Knitting Podcast, so welcome. And if you're returning, then welcome back, you guys. I have a few things to share with you today. I have a finished sweater and a couple of works in progress, and one of them is actually about to be, and actually by the time this video is out, going to be released, and it's a new pattern that I'm excited to show you guys. So let's just dive in. I have a lot of knitting that I can't share yet because it's Christmas gifts. I may have gone too far with the Christmas knits, and I'm gonna hope that I can get them all finished, but we'll see. But I feel like this was the year for it. I've had so many years where I just didn't have the margin to do handmade gifts, and I feel like I could this year. So I'm really excited to be doing the socks and the mittens and the hats and stuff. But yeah, we're already to the holidays again, and I'm really excited about that. Okay, let's see, I'm gonna show you what I finished so far. And that is this sweater that I started making for Jimmy when I was pregnant with him. And this was the one that was like sized kind of strange, and I couldn't find the pattern. I had bought it like a year and a half ago, and I couldn't find the pattern anywhere. So I kind of guessed. I did finish my sleeves, and I just would try it on him as I went. And it fits. I'll insert some footage of him wearing it, but it's so cute. And then it has these little embroidered trees. I feel like this could be a boy or girl sweater. I mean, if I made it for Lucy, I would have even found like a sparkly green, I think, to embroider. But what I ended up doing was taking, I want to say it was Knit Picks palette yarn, and I just took the green that I had and I made little trees. Now again, I wasn't following the pattern, so I don't know like the science behind where to place the trees. I just kind of went rogue. But yeah, really happy with how that turned out. So yeah, I used Knit Picks palette for the trees. This was We Are Knitters petite wool, and we'll see how it holds up. This is the stuff that'll felt and pill like crazy. This one, not as much as their regular, the wool. The petite wool is a little bit better, but still it definitely wants to, like it's not, I'm gonna have him wear it as like a top layer, almost like in place of a coat. So something like this is really nice because it can't like compress like a puffy winter coat. So I really could have him wear this in the car seat, and then just, if it's not freezing cold, carry him to the store. Okay, so that's finished. I'm excited. I did whatever their smallest size was because at the time I thought he was going to wear it the first winter last year, and it was big, so I still can't imagine it would have fit him last year. I did try this on my 2-year-old. She's a peanut. It did fit her, but she knew that I had made it for James, and so she just kept pulling off and going, "No, Jimmy!" Like she was like, "No." But it would fit, whatever this mystery size is, would fit a 1 to 2-year-old, but yeah, I'm not sure. So that's the first finished project I have to share with you guys. I'm going to show you really fast, not knitting related. I discovered a new brand of candles. It's called 1803 candles, and it's actually nearby, just west of us in Waterman, Illinois, and this scent is Farmhouse, and it just smells so good. Sorry, it just is making the sunroom smell really good. And they do ship, so if you want to get a gift. I keep finding it in like our local antique stores, and it was at where we go to get apples and do apple picking and stuff. So I was excited to find out like, oh, they're actually local and they ship. Anyway, okay, I have some whips to share with you guys. First of all, thank you for all your suggestions, especially my friend Laura had like a gazillion suggestions for what I can do with my stocking. And it's a rolling problem. So it still wants to roll. So that's me holding it. This is me not holding it. And so what I ended up doing was the I-cord edging. If you can see, it kind of just did, I don't want to be in it. It kind of just did, it almost accentuated the roll now. This is where I have it going, so it's going to roll because this is all knitting. But the top is what I was concerned about. It's the corrugated ribbing, and so that was new to me, and I was really surprised with how much it was rolling. So I'm not sure. I don't know. I might even just try blocking it now while it's half done. Just see if that kind of helps control the rolling, because I'm not sure that's going to help or not. The other idea that Laura had was to do like a scalloped edge, which would be cool. The only reason I didn't do it was because I didn't know that it matched the style of this. This seems more, I don't know, I always think of scalloped as like more Victorian style. I don't know. That's just me. And this seemed more like vintage, but maybe not that vintage. I don't know. It didn't seem like the right edging, but it might be what I have to do in order for this not to roll. But I'm going to try blocking it first. Like I said, this is the I-cord edging. I want to say I did like 4 stitches wide of that. And yeah, still rolling, but we're going to block it. If it works, then it's good. If not, then I might try to do a different kind of edging. So that was, oh, the yarn that I used for this was, if I can untangle it, it was also Knit Picks Palette. And I'll link the exact colors because I want to say I didn't use, no, maybe I did use the same colors that they had in the sample. So this is by, I think on Instagram or on Ravelry, she thinks she can or something. But the designer's name is Ursula. So I'll link that below too. But yeah, Knit Picks palette, it's green, like this natural creamy color, and then red, which I like how all of them are kind of like old classic Christmas colors. It's nothing too bright or crazy. That's the same green that I used for the baby sweater. So baby sweater, I'll link below too. It was Bluebird Pine Chop, I want to say. And it's something like Little Juniper or something sweater. So I'll link that below too for you guys if you want to check that out. But yeah, thank you for giving me all the ideas, because I'm not typically one who goes and does a different edge after the fact. Once I'm finished, I'm learning that I'm much more of a project knitter probably than a process knitter. And once I'm finished, I'm kind of like, okay, done. Like, I normally wouldn't think to go add something extra like this afterwards, but I'm really happy that I did. So hopefully an edging on the stockings will work and look good. Okay, had to go put the dog in his bed to go take a nap. He kept barking at the reflection of himself in the mirror, so whew. So anyway, I wanted to show you guys these couple ideas, kind of like the candle, and I have a book to show you just because I know it's like gifting time of year. And also, it's that time of year to just cozy up inside. So I'm reading this book. It's called There's No Such Thing as Bad Weather. And it's a Scandinavian's Mom's Secrets for Raising Healthy, Resilient, and Confident Kids. And the whole idea behind it is there's no such thing as bad weather, only bad clothes. And how she moved to America and was really like surprised at how little time we spend outside. So adults and kids included, and the amount of time you spend outside actually seems to decrease as you get older. And so I feel like this was a good one because I'm such a homebody, and this is a good reminder for me. And last year I read The Long Winter by Laura Ingalls, and it just made me feel so grateful for life, how we live right now, and the fact that we can live such comfortable lives indoors. And this one just, I feel like it's prepping me for like knowing that the seasons change and like we're gonna live seasonally, and you just kind of like when it's summer, you can't escape the heat. It's just, do you hide inside all day or do you just embrace what the weather's doing? And I'm better at doing that with summer, and knowing you can come inside into the air conditioning or go into the pool. I'm not as good with this. Now I love winter. That's like tied with my favorite season with fall, but I'm so wimpy sometimes about being outside in the cold, and I feel like this is really pushing me out of my comfort zone and like just opening my eyes up to how we do need fresh air and even the cold air, even in winter, because we're outside all the time, but it does decrease a little bit when it's winter. So that's a good read if you're interested in reading something new. And if you've read this, let me know. If you plan to read it or you're like reading it now, let me know because we can chat about it. I'm just drinking regular Chick-fil-A coffee because we got some on the way home from the library today. And it's gone cold, but it's still good. And I'm wearing my John Deere shirt, and I'll insert a picture of my socks and boots combination. I'm wearing my cabin socks, which are actually the Sweet Cider cabin socks. And I'm going to be sharing in just a minute here my next pair of cabin socks. And then the next pair of cabin socks that I will, it's like a brand new baby idea in my mind. But these socks are actually, they're out now. As long as I can edit this video and it's Friday, they are out now. And these are called the Oh Holy Night cabin socks because they do this cool O-shaped, it's called a basic globe cable knit pattern. And so it kind of does the globe and then the twist and then the globe and then the twist. And I will also insert a better picture because I've been waiting for a day like this for me to take good pictures because we've had such cloudy weather. And I'm like doing the last minute touches on the pattern and I'm like, I still don't have good pictures. So I will insert some pictures of me actually wearing it. But yes, this is the Oh Holy Night cabin socks, and I used the yarn Knit Picks Wool of the Andes, and the color is Garnet Heather. I know it's not the greatest lighting, but I'll insert some footage of that. I used size US 7 needles. I really want to make a YouTube video, like maybe not a full tutorial, but just kind of walking through the basic shape of it and steps of it. It does have the, if I can turn it sideways, the heel flap and gusset kind of heel, and then it has the Kitchener toe. And I love this yarn. It's like tweedy. It also has that kind of like old farmhouse Christmassy red feel, like I don't know, not bright, but like a good vintage Christmas color. So I love that. And I would like to make a YouTube video to share just kind of where you might run into some hiccups on the pattern. The cable repeat is just a 16 row repeat and you work your way down, but I'm not going to get it done before this releases. But I would like to down the road get that done, and so if you are interested in that, subscribe please, and that way you're notified when I do get that video done. So yeah, that's the Oh Holy Night cabin socks, and I'll link to my website and Ravelry and Etsy where you can find them, and I'll also link the yarn that I used for this. And yeah, it went through my testers who are really, really great, and they just knit these up so fast and just had really, really cool things to say about it, about how it's a quick pattern. It's an easy pattern. I mean, cable knitting can look really intimidating, but this one is not bad because you're doing stockinette the whole way around. And even, I have one on the needles right now. Let me see if I can find. So I'm at the start of a round here. This is the front of the sock. This is my middle of the sock. I even put 2 stitch markers on this 8 stitch area where I'm going to do the repeat of the cable, if that makes sense. So between these stitch markers is the only thing that's going to change until you're doing like the heel, because everything else is stockinette. So I can go, and all I need to remember is, am I on row 1 or 2 or 3 of this? And yeah, that's like the only thing that's going to change. So that's super nice. It's really easy and relaxing, and it's Christmassy if you pick Christmas colors. So that's the Oh Holy Night cabin socks. And yeah, thank you to my testers because they are awesome. I even had some testers who tested the pumpkin patch cabin socks and then wanted to help with this pair, and I just love them so much. They are awesome. And yeah, speaking of testers, my next and last whip, which is a very tiny baby whip, but I'm going to try to insert like my mood board, I guess, to go with this pattern and kind of give you an idea of where I'm at with it. So if you want to be a tester, I have a new baby pattern in my brain. And so I'll put the link down below. You can go and sign up there. This is like an after Christmas kind of thing and release date, but I just want to put out feelers for if you want to test, because I know last time I kind of worked my way backward from Black Friday release date and then suddenly realized like, oh, I gotta get these to testers now. So I know that the window for the last pair of socks test knitting application was like super short. So this one I want to give everyone time. It's the holidays and all that. So all I have so far is the cuff, but look at this glorious like brown tweedy. It just looks like hot chocolate. And so this is going to be the Cocoa Cabin Socks. And so it doesn't have an actual like pattern to it besides a cuff. I'll hold it like this. But I'll insert some pictures you can see of my other cabin socks if you think, I mean, it'll be around that kind of style type, I guess, of worsted weight cabin socks that are cable knit. So if that sounds like something you want to test, sign up. And even if like 3 weeks from now, 4 weeks from now, where are we at? Even if it's after Christmas and you're like, actually, I don't want to test knit, that's totally fine. Just get yourself on the list, and then when I reach out looking for the testers, you can just say, nope, not this time. Totally fine. So this is good for just like cozy winter days and hot cocoa. So Cocoa Cabin Socks if you want to test knit them. And if you are going to knit cabin socks for gift knitting, I will insert a video that I just did about my favorite worsted weight wool for making cabin socks. And I just shared a couple different yarns that are my favorites. And yeah, I think that's all I have to share with you guys. Thank you guys for hanging out with me in the sunroom today, and I hope that you have a really great Thanksgiving if you're in the US, and I hope you have a really great start to your holiday season, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks!